This night where we dey here so for Nigeria, some of us they go club, some they go all night for church, some they celebrate. The American Congress is deliberating on the insecurity in Nigeria. Some of them are convinced that these are Muslims trying to wipe out Christians. Some of them are convinced that it is ethnic cleansing. Why some of them believe that yes, there's insecurity, but they affect both Muslims and Christians. So there's no need to blame it on Muslims. People like Congressman Johnny and Sarah, we are all of the opinion that you cannot say it's just Muslims harming the Christians. For example, Sarah was saying that the 25 girls abducted from Kebbi State are all Muslims. Let me take you to Congress House. Watch this.
When 200 people were murdered, killed in a church. Now, I want to ask this. So, one question was, did things improve? I think the answer is no on that. Here's the question. Proportionally, do we see Christians killing Muslims in Christian areas of Nigeria the way that we are seeing radicalized Islamists killing Christians in Muslim areas of Nigeria?
No. They're not born Christians.
What I can tell you, Representative Huizenga, is that Christians are disproportionately targeted based on their population.
Exactly. And by the way, for those that you can't pick up with the microphones, there's audible yeses behind you. Again, the people that are watching who are nodding their heads. Why? Because they have lived this.
Yeah.
Their families have lived this.
Yes.
I went to school with kids from Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
I've got neighbors who've been missionaries there,
yes,
who have family there,
okay,
who have friends there,
okay,
who know this is going on. Yet we've got not just the mass media, we got people within Congress denying that this is happening.
And it's annoying.
Or certainly de-emphasizing it. It ought to be outrageous that it is Christians, moderate Muslims, anyone being terrorized by these radicalized Islamists in Nigeria, and we've got the Tinubu government sitting back and not doing enough.
Not enough.
I recently just was interviewed by Nigerian television, Arise TV, and that was really their question. Is the Tinubu government doing enough? And I had to answer, no, they are not. And I do not understand how a delegation can come here to the United States and downplay and come up with all of these other excuses as to why this is allowed to happen.
Yeah.
It should be rejected and should be called out for what it is. And I've got a couple of other questions that my time has expired that I'm going to have to go and ask for them in written responses. But
okay.
One of them I need to highlight is in Benue State, there's 1.4 million people who are considered internally displaced.
IDPs.
Understanding that the administration has supported refugee assistance in dozens of other countries since taking office, what humanitarian assistance support are you providing or plan to provide to the IDPs in Benue and Taraba states, where many of those Christian communities reside? And I'll have to take the answer in writing. And Mr. Chairman, with your indulgence, just to show the breadth of this, I want to submit for the record remarks from the chairman of the Financial Services Committee, French Hill from Arkansas, who also serves on the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, the Intel Committee. And I serve as vice chair of the Committee of Financial Services. This is where many of those sanctions originate and the enforcement. And I will say this, sanctions are only as good as your willingness to enforce them.
Yeah.
And as the chairman has pointed out, there are ways to get out of those sanctions. And that's to correct your behavior. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to submit the letter. Thank you. And with that, I yield back.
Chair, a case that just happened recently in the Plateau State. We had a pastor there who had warned the Nigerian government and said, we are under imminent threat. We are going to face an attack if you all don't send some forces here in the next 24 hours. We need help. Please come here and help us.
They got
The
one.
Nigerian government not only ignored it, they literally put out a press release about it, calling it fake news and hyperbole and being overblown. Well, 13 people lost their lives the next day.
Yeah.
13 people murdered. Christians murdered.
Even the Skebion, they told them.
I don't know how much an early warning system is going to work if people aren't listening to warnings that are literally over the phone. I'm not sure. So I'd say to the Nigerian government, you're going to have to, and we keep using the term, prioritize this because it's certainly a priority for President Trump. And I think many of us on this panel here today on this dais. But I just wanted to highlight that because that is the type of behavior that has to change, because, and to your point of people not trusting the government.
We not trust them again.
How can you trust a government that doesn't even show up when you ask them to?
You understand?
How are you supposed to trust your life with something like that? You can't. Obviously, you can't. And I think that's why it's incumbent upon the Nigerian government to work with us in coordination and cooperation to address these issues. Obviously, there's going to be some type of bifurcated approach to this. The Fulani Islamic militant issue in the middle belt of the country is distinctly different from what you face with Boko Haram and ISIS in the northeast of the country, and that's probably more of a question of kinetic military options rather than some of the other things that maybe State Department could do more in the middle belt, backed up by some of those same type of at least military deterrence options in that part of the country. But I think it does need to be a kind of whole of government approach to this, but we have to have the Nigerian government as a willing partner in all of this. The president is, as Chairman Smith just said, extremely serious about this. I'm extremely serious about this. I stay up at night. It's hard to sleep sometimes thinking about this, and I pray.
Are you serious? Even you not if you sleep. So this is my question. How come? Because it begins to look like the American Congress, they take this matter serious past our own Senate and House of Rep. How many times have we debated this thing in Senate and the House of Rep? How many times? We have no respect for human lives here. You know why them they shock? Say full community, call government, say we now we want to be attacked and government did nothing about it. You know why they are surprised? It's because in their country, if pussycat, if you fall for road and they make call, government go respond. Then for pussy cat. Not talk about we will be human beings. We make complaint that we hear that an attack is coming to our city in the next few hours and government does nothing about it. He was talking about Benue and Plateau. The president just now in his speech confirmed that attack that happened in KB, they got warning and yet nothing was done about it. And people will not do something before the thing happen. You believe that they will do something after the thing don't happen? God will bless the United States of America for speaking for us. All these Congress people will decide to speak for us. God will bless you. Nigeria, hey,